right? Is it recording? Okay, cool. It's recording. All right, so I wanted to kind of do this little training video, whatever you want to call it, just really about social media and what I like to do and a new strategy that I've kind of come across that I wanted to share with you all because I think a lot of us getting more organized and staying organized will really help us, going into the new year, getting our other, downline girls or whatever, our other teammates also organized and really, really just help us in many aspects as posting, understanding social media a little bit better and all that good stuff. And also, I am no professional, just being with network marketing from the previous company to now, I've learned a lot, and a lot of the information I've learned has been just from listening to other leaders. And I think us all coming together and kind of just telling each other or, sharing our information, what works best for us, it might help out and work for somebody else. So that's why I wanted to kind of do this and just share, what I like to do. And yeah, hopefully it helps. Okay, so the other day I did a little YouTube video for our girls under Michaela's downline, and I just really, really think that a lot of people are still kind of lost with really what social media is and how it works. I mean, sometimes I find myself still trying to figure it all out too. I also have kids, a household to run, just like all of you guys, another business that I'm trying to start up, and it can be really overwhelming. And I really want this strategy that I came up with, hopefully not really come up with, I kind of stole it, but we're going to test it out. Hopefully it'll work. So the really most important thing that I have learned with social media is you are the most important person with social media. You are the reason as to why everybody you have on your friends list is following you, or all your friends, whether it's family or not. They are not following you or being friends with you because of the next person. They really are, genuinely, hopefully, nowadays it's hard, wanting to be your friend because something about you, something about your profile, something about what you're sharing has really, really grabbed their attention. So you have to make sure, sorry, I'm kind of looking at notes. I don't want to miss anything. So I have notes here. You don't want to get lost in the world of being too much in social media, being, too out there, I guess, in the sort of say, I like to keep things I do sometimes share personal information, not info, but stuff that really has affected me in the past or things that I've overcome. And the reason is because some people are really scared to say that. And when you speak about it, that person that may have connected to you on that level or the story that you're sharing, they're going to build that trust with you because you're talking about, for example, one of the things that I struggle with and sometimes still do is self-esteem. And it's really hard when you're that person that has a personal issue and you're really working to fix. But when you talk about it and you share what you're doing to fix the problem, sorry, kids, I heard London. When you're doing the things or taking the steps to try to fix that and you're sharing what you're doing, people are going to realize like, oh, wow, she's so strong. She's working through her issues and I really should start doing that. So you want to try to stay focused on what you're trying to share on your social media and not get overwhelmed. One important thing too is never forget who you are. Where you came from. Okay. Where you came from, who you were before this business, before Thrive, or whatever reason it is, we're all obviously with this business together. So, you don't want to get lost and you don't want to forget who you were and who you are before you started doing, Lavelle and promoting Thrive and all that good stuff. It's really hard because you're so excited and you are just so amped up about oh my gosh, I just started my own business. I want to make sure everybody knows about it. I'm going to post this time, this time, and this time all day long, keep going and going. But the thing is, people on your friends list, they don't want to be sold to. They are still your friends at the end of the day, still your family at the end of the day, and they don't want to be looked at as just another person that you're going to try to sell something to. So I always like to tell my girls, in quotations, soft sell approach. So you want to mix, what I like to do a lot of the times, and a lot of us like to do, is mix promotional posts with personal posts. So at the same time that it's super personal, or it is something about a product, it's also informative. So for example, I could have the Black Label on. I might not even speak about Black Label too much, but I'm hitting it on a personal level for like mood support. I have 2 kids. They drive me nuts. Me talking about my kids and how crazy they are that day, but I have this cool little sticker that helps me stay calm and focused and all that good stuff. I'm hitting all key points. I'm promoting it. I'm staying personal with my kids, and I'm letting people know what it does. So continue to do that, and not always just say, oh, here's a graphic of Black Label. Let's just talk about everything that Black Label does and just stick to that, because people don't care. They're going to immediately see that graphic that you're sharing, and they're just going to keep scrolling. They're probably going to they're not even going to probably read anything that you're posting. They're more than likely just going to see that graphic that you're sharing and literally just keep scrolling. So you really want to try your hardest, not your hardest, your best to kind of find a way to connect with your community, aka your social media, whether it's on a personal level, and then mix it in with it being promoting whatever it is that you're talking about, and also informative. Another thing that I guess this kind of ties into, soft selling. Once your following kind of knows what you're doing, you want to make sure you inform them a little bit more with just posts. So this is a really good way to go live. I know a lot of us wanted to start doing live videos with one another, sharing our stories, sharing our success stories, and what this business has done for us, whether it's just with the 3 steps, whether it's on the business side, whatever it is. Inform your community with exactly what it is and why it's helped you, why you've been so successful, or why you feel so good. Because now they see what you're doing. They just think it's just another, health and wellness company saying they have the best thing. But when you actually inform them 100%, the real deal, look, this is what this is doing. This is how it's helped me. This is what it's helped me overcome. You're really going to grab their attention, because I promise you, all of us, before we knew what Thrive was, before we knew what the 3 steps were, we were tired. Some of us, have been really successful. We weren't at a good place financially, whatever it is, share that, because people are not going to know if you don't open this. And that's something that I've learned to do a lot this year. Is you might think that you're bragging, or you're, just kind of being, I don't really know how to, I guess you could just say just bragging too much, but you earned that. You deserve that trip, or you earned that bonus. You lost that 10 pounds or whatever it is. Like, you stopped drinking coffee. You need to let people know, because they're not going to know unless you let them know. So it's really, really important that once you do, have your social media, they know what you're doing. They've kind of started following you for a while. Make sure they know the correct way, what it is, or they're just going to continue on scrolling again. Now I kind of want to get into, let's see, how you should use your posts, and using your posts and how you can use them to connect with people. This is going to also come a tie into, so does everybody, you can just post in the chat. If not, it's totally cool. Does everybody have like a calendar handy or like a notepad or anything? Because I really want to jump in on this little calendar strategy that I really want to go over with you guys. If not, totally cool. But I really, really, really think that this idea is so cool. And I would really love to start doing these Zooms every Sunday after the week has finished. That way we can kind of prep for the next week, if that's okay with you guys. If not, totally cool. But I decided to get a whiteboard calendar, and I labeled it for the first week, and I wanted to do our first week, our 5 passions, because I think that is a really good way to start off the new month, a good way to kind of grab people's attention and let them know a little bit about you. So one thing that people say is really key to posting about is your 5 top passions. And before you post them, or before you really post anything, you want to ask yourself, is what I'm sharing useful, interesting, informative, entertaining, or will it help my audience connect with me or my brand? So you want to make sure you're not just sharing some mumbo jumbo off of some crazy news link that is not true, getting your Facebook all hyped up, and then they're going to look at you like you're crazy because you're not really sharing anything cool or interesting or informative, and it's not going to grab their attention because they're going to be like, oh, well, that Abrielle Trick, she's constantly sharing stuff that is not true, and I just cannot trust her. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure your audience is constantly paying attention to what you're posting with bright pictures, super cool quotes, really emotional quotes. Like, I like to really dig deep and find quotes or little graphics that really, really mean a lot to me, or something that I've gone through that day, or something that I'm experiencing that week, and talk about it, because I know other people feel the same way. If I get 2 likes, cool. If I get 100 likes, amazing. It doesn't matter, because as long as I'm sharing how I feel and what I'm going through and connect in that sort of way to my friends on my social media, they're going to read it, and they might not respond because maybe they're scared to, or they will respond. So don't feel like likes and people sharing and commenting is always, it's good, but it's not always like bad, I guess you can sort of say. And then I kind of just wrote down a few things that I think will really, really help us coming up with a few different things to mix in each day when we're posting for the week. So we're going to do these Monday through Friday, and then I'm going to let you guys kind of just, I know for me, Saturdays and Sundays are just kind of like a relaxing day, not really all up on social media too much, and if I am, it's sporadically throughout the day. And I really wanted to leave those 2 days for you guys to just kind of breathe, reflect on whatever it was that happened the week prior, whatever. So like I said, we're going to do 5 passions Monday through Friday. Each day is going to be a passion of yours. So if you have no idea, I want you guys to think about it right now. What are your 5 passions? For me, I will let you know what mine are. So mine are stay-at-home mom life. I've come from a working stay-at-home mom life to also working and then trying to be a mom, and now I'm just going to stick to stay-at-home mom life. And the cool thing about it is, what I also wrote down is what I try to do each day, or what I'm going to try to do each day for each category of passion that I'm going to talk about, is I'm going to mix in humor, motivation, engagement, giving back, a business promotion, family fun, and then your lifestyle. So the family fun and your lifestyle, I kind of added to Sunday and Saturday and Sunday, and then the main 5 things, humor, engagement, motivation, giving back, and a business promo, are going to be during the week. So here, I'm going to get to writing, that way you guys can kind of see what I'm going to be doing. And I just want to know why whoever designed this whiteboard idea decided to give me micro mini markers when I have super long fingers. So since today's Sunday, I'm just going to write in on Sunday what the new week's going to be about. So I'm writing down 5 passions, because obviously that's what we're going to do this week. If you don't want to do it and you want to find something else, totally cool. But I just kind of wanted to do something that was semi-easy enough for y'all to kind of talk about. I'm sure you know why you're passionate about whatever it is you're passionate about. And then we'll go from there. So day 1 for me, like I said, is going to be stay at home mom. And that's where my humor is going to come in. So I'm going to find funny story, whether it happens Monday, whether it happens, it's happened before in the past, but I'm going to focus that day on posting about me being a stay-at-home mom and how I'm passionate about it, because I absolutely love being a stay-at-home mom. And obviously this opportunity has given me the reason to be a fantastic stay-at-home mom. So I'm going to make sure throughout the day, that's what I'm talking about, while throwing in a little bit of, funny memes, making it funny. Another things that you could also share about that I wrote down as well, quotes, tips on stay-at-home mom life or whatever it is your passions are, photos of random moments, your Thrive and pictures with Thrive, like if you've been on trips with Lavelle, conference, whatever it is, questions and polls, good content for others, offers and discounts, testimonies and success stories, funny snippets of your life, videos, fill in the blanks, interesting facts, sneak peek pictures. So say you're doing, I know a lot of you guys are doing like the 12-day giveaway. Post little sneak peeks of what you're offering for those giveaways. Old but popular content. So to me, that kind of came off as your memories. A lot of the times I like to share pictures or statuses or whatever it is from the year before. And they're really popular, they're really cute, and I want to share them. And then recommendations. So those are also really good ideas that you can, use throughout the day to create posts. Also, I want to also do another Zoom with a couple other people to talk and kind of go over how they come up with their post. I know this is a little bit different, but I think it'd be really cool to hear other people's opinions and, ideas. So back to the calendar idea. So Monday, stay at home mom life, humor. And then I decided to do for Tuesday, because I absolutely love food. I'm really passionate about food. I'm no professional cook, that's for sure, but I absolutely love trying new things, and I really, really just love food. I was doing the HelloFresh thing for a while, and that really, hit a lot of people's buttons, because they were like, oh, that's so cool, I've always wanted to try it, let me know what you think. I'm sending people free vouchers, free meals, whatever it is, and it was really cool. So food, and then I'm going to use my food post as an engagement post. So maybe ask, what someone's cooking for dinner that night, post a picture of what you ate, post a picture of your favorite meal, something like that. So I'm going to find a way to engage with my audience through food. Wednesday, I'm going to do, I'm passionate about my kids. Who isn't passionate about their kids? And I'm going to use my kids as a way to come up with a post about motivation. So why my kids motivate me, and that's what I'm going to focus on. And I was reading too, it's really different because we all hear different ways, or I guess you could say how many times you should be posting on social media. For me, I know we're all busy, but since I do have a lot of time on my hands for the most part, I really do try to post every 2 to 3 hours. I know a really good time for me is, 1 to 4 or like 6 to 8. Those really are my good hotspot times. You know, moms around here are alone, stay-at-home moms like me with their children, so they're kind of just scrolling all day, and then husbands come home after 6 and dinner's done, all that good stuff, and they're also scrolling back on Facebook. So find a really good time frame for you that works when you kind of have a lot of your audience watching you. But I really do try to post every 2 to 3 hours, whether it's just a funny little quick status, something real from deep down that I've, put together, my notes on my phone, a picture, whatever it is. So I wanted to play around with this just this week to see how I'm going to do it. But I really think for each day, I'm going to focus on whatever the topic of for that day is. And I guess we could just kind of see how it works. And if you don't really like how that works and you want to incorporate other things of whatever it is, go for it. But I think I'm going to test this out and see how it goes. So then Thursday, I am a military spouse, so I'm going to use that as my topic for Thursday. And it's going to be military life. And that's where I'm going to be using giving back as a way to connect with my social media. I think a lot of, the spouses around here really deserve to understand how appreciative it is to be a stay-at-home mom, and not even just that, but, also a military spouse. So really, really think, not long and hard, but just, come up with these ideas, because these are going to be a little push up to where you're going to be able to create a post and kind of have an idea generally of where you're going, the direction you're going to go. So last but not least, Friday, I'm going to do a business promotion. So that's going to be, I'm really passionate about my business, whether it's one or the other or both. And then I'm going to make sure that I do a promotion for my businesses. And obviously, every day I'm going to continue to incorporate Thrive. I'm going to continue to incorporate my 3 steps. I know a lot of us use our stories on our Facebook, and I really, really cannot stress enough how important it is to use those, because sometimes people might miss your posts. And when you have it in your story, it's right at the top of the Facebook. So there's really no reason why they shouldn't, click on it unless they don't really want to. But as soon as I wake up, I post a picture of me taking my capsules, a picture of my capsules, my mix, and my DFT. And I kind of make sure a lot of my business stuff on the Thrive aspect is in my story, as well as on my timeline too. And then, like I said, Saturday and Sunday is just going to kind of be like a free-for-all, family fun, and then your own personal lifestyle. And then also next Sunday, I think it's really important for you to come back, regroup, rethink about what it is you want to post about for next week. So again, you want to make sure you mix in that humor, motivation, engagement, giving back, business promotions throughout your week. And this right here is going to keep me organized, to stay on track on really what I'm focusing on for that day, what key points I really, really want to hit, and really, really focus on connecting with my social media friends. And, if it starts out slow and I don't have a lot of engagement, it's okay. But just knowing that I have an idea of where I'm trying to take this, I really, really think that this will help a lot of us, and especially a lot of you still work. Round of applause. Still manage to, come home to your kids and your husbands or whatever it is and continue on with your day. So it's sometimes hard to stay organized and stay on track. And then you come into, that time where you're just posting back to back to back, because you're making up for all day long. Another thing that I also recommend you guys doing and playing around with, and I'm also going to play around with it tonight, I downloaded an app called Hootsuite, and it looks like this little guy right here. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, probably not. It's like this little, it's like a white background with an owl right here. And it's called Hootsuite. And basically, you can add any of your social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to this app. And it's going to show you every single time you post something, it's going to show you. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't really know. Can you? No, maybe not. I don't know. So basically what it does is it kind of shows you everything that you've posted for the day, and then who comments on it. It alerts you when someone, I mean, it's kind of like Facebook in a way, but it really lets you connect with whatever post it is that you're wanting to connect with it. But the reason I downloaded it is because you can actually schedule, so you can click on a day, whatever time for that day, and you can tap that time slot, and you can, you can click post to, so I only have my Facebook, and you can write your post. And then whatever time that you clicked for it to schedule on, that's what time it's going to post for you. So I really, really plan to use this as a way to also continue to make sure I'm staying consistent with my posting. That's another really, really key factor of this business, and staying consistent. You cannot think that you're going to go anywhere if you're going to do this for 1 week, or not even just this, but post every day for a week straight, post, and then next week, the next 2 weeks, you don't post anything. People are going to be like, oh, well, she's done. I'm going to unfollow her, whatever it is. So staying consistent with your posting is so important with connecting and growing your social media, growing your network. And I've definitely learned that too. So I plan to really, really, really use that app to kind of stay also a little bit ahead of schedule by scheduling my posts. That way I'm not frantically running around and remembering like, oh, okay, it's been a couple hours, I should probably post something. But yeah, does anyone have any questions, or does anybody want to say anything, any ideas, any feedback? Go ahead, speak up. Let me know. Anyone? No? Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat.
I just want to tell you thank you for doing this tonight.
Oh,
it's Chelsea.
You, of course.
I think it's going to really help to keep all of us, I mean, anybody that's really serious about doing this, to kind of keep everyone held accountable.
Yeah.
Especially, if we all get back on weekly, just to kind of check in and see where everybody is. So I appreciate you taking the time out of your Sunday to do this with everybody.
Of course. I want everyone, no matter where they are, to succeed. And I really, really think a lot of us have so much potential, and we just are so scared to let it out and use it. So I really think that this will also help. I know it'll help me. I don't know about y'all, but this is gonna help me a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think for me, I'm somebody that I can write something down, and for the most part I can follow it, but life gets crazy, and sometimes you just need an accountability partner, I guess, in a sense, to check in with or kind of keep you in check. So I think it's good.
No, yeah. Thank you, girl. I really appreciate that.
I agree. I was going to say the same thing, especially being working moms. Your day gets lost. So I love the idea of the calendar. Yeah. I just got a brand new planner for 2019. And I mean, I'm still
I did too. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I ordered myself an Erin Condren for the first time ever, and it's so beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Abs.
You're welcome. It's called Hootsuite.
Yeah, I downloaded that too. I'm gonna
if I know what I posted in Game Changers was really, really in detail of really planning out your post. But I think a start of really just having an idea of the topics you want to talk about is a really good start to get those posts going. I mean, I'm not sitting here telling you need to write out every single day the post you're going to be posting all day long, but at least you have a general idea of what direction you're wanting to go to, whether it's 1 or 2 posts a day and then you mix it up with the, the other ideas that I gave you, or you strictly take those days on that topic and talk about that topic all day long. I know I really plan to do that because I think it'll help me connect with people on a more deeper level. Or if I have people that connect with me more with being a stay-at-home mom than I do with kids, maybe some of my friends don't have kids, so they don't really connect with me on that level. So it's just really finding where your friends are and who you're going to connect with and how you can connect with them, because everyone's different. So I really, really think just having, like I said, a topic to get you going is really important, because I know when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, for one, I'm awake and I don't want to be, but I'm like, okay, now I have to think of a post. So I think definitely having a topic will help me a lot. Yes, for sure, Chrissy, you definitely do I know I do, and I don't even go to work, but I have my own 2 kids, and then, I help out with a friend's kid, and he's 3 months old, and I'm just like, oh my God, it's been 7 hours since I posted, and I'm like freaking out, but it's going to really help me stay organized. I for sure feel it will. Anyone else? I don't want to keep you guys on here too long. I know I said it was going to be an hour, but I just want to make sure everyone's good to go. No? We're good? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on. I really, really hope this helps. And please, if you need to reach out and ask me any questions or have any concerns, whatever, ask me. I will try my best to answer them, but I cannot wait to see what December's like and the rest of the new year to start, and I'm excited. So thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will talk to you guys later.
Bye.